morning to all y'all. It's 8:30 here on the West Coast, or 8:31 right now, and always a pleasure to see you, to groove with you, and talk some BS. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it looks like the U.S. lended $1.5 billion to restart a Michigan nuclear power plant. That's the most expensive switch I've ever heard. Or is it that they're building it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's check it out here. The federal government will provide $1.5 billion in a loan to restart nuclear power plant in southwestern Michigan. Yeah. 800 megawatt Palisades plant. With 2022, they had plans to dismantle it, but the emphasis is on restarting it in late 25 now, following the support from the state Michigan and Biden administration. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Jeez, man. There's God bless America, right? The Revenge of the Swamp. Have you heard about this? The DC rhinos are attempting to sabotage again President Trump's re-election with retirements, insurrection legislation, and President Trump must work on a counter strategy before it's too late. That's what we're hoping. Yeah, these cocks. Anyway. Yeah. What do you think about that ship that ran in that Boston, not Boston, but that Baltimore bridge? Huh? Print more dollars, she says. Yeah, I know, right? What do you got? Lake Girl. Not bad. Just starting my coffee, I had to make it, right? I had to make it. 7 Chinese hackers are indicted because they targeting critics of China. I'm a freaking critic of China, and they've already attacked me. And yeah, they sent the Blackhawks, the planes, the trains, the cars, and the automobiles all to my house. And yeah. Whatever. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like P. Diddy might be in trouble. I heard some nasty stuff about P. Diddy, that he got raided. Well, he's done some raiding himself in his freaking time frame, right? In his life. But even with old Justin Bieber. Yeah. Yep, some pictures are surfacing. Uh-oh. And some jackass decides to stab 4 people in northern Illinois this morning or yesterday, and they got the son of a bitch. Take one of those big deep sea hooks, put it right under his nuts, and hang him by it till he's dead. He might take a while. This mean, I know, but senseless murder. Snuff him. He murdered somebody, snuff him. I think the cargo shit was hacked. Nah. Did you notice the lights went out, right? Then the engines come back on. It's blowing out smoke. Yeah, they floored the darn thing and ran it into the mountain, or into the pylon. The mountain, yeah. See, it looks like a mountain to me because it's freaking huge. If you're out there on a little boat and you look up and you see this bridge, it's like so tall. How the hell can you bring it down? Well, first of all, it was too heavy. Yeah. Do you see how fast it fell because it was carrying all that blacktop? all those roads. I'm so opposed it was blacktop. It could have been. Well, they're patching holes. I bet you it was blacktop. Yeah, and it just collapsed completely. Bam. Yeah, that was planned. And why do it at night rather than during the day? Yeah, those people who died, whoever made the decision to pull the trigger didn't care enough about them. But they didn't do it during the day. They had a little bit of a conscience. That means it's probably a white older man in his mid-40s or 50s, and he has power, and he got paid off. Automatic fly-by-wire, some people say. And even bad news for others. Joe Lieberman passed away yesterday, and we'll see. Well, they just took over my computer. Looking at what I'm looking at? All right, I'm not hiding anything, you cocksuckers. It's weird. My screen will go black and then come back on because they're watching. Yeah, I know. Biden, who sends aid to guns and money, won't fix Haiti's problem. Yeah. I think we take the money and everything the Clintons and the Bushes have, and we give it to Haiti. I sent money to them. Where'd that money go? It sure the hell didn't go to Haiti. Yeah, it funded the rhinos and the Clintons. Yeah, they had all $13 billion in their bank account, and all of a sudden they're broke. Where'd the money go? How do you follow the money? Yeah, I don't know. But the Virginia governor, Glenn Youngkin, is seen now as a Second Amendment hero because he vetoed more than 24 gun control bills that were sent to him by the DMs. Yeah. Look at Australia. Look what happened down there. That current didn't move that big old boat that fast. It didn't just mosey over there. I don't believe that. It turned right into the pier on the videos. If you watch it, then a pier power was shut off, or the power of it was shut off. Came back on, went off, back on. Yeah. That sucker was sent there. Part of a one-party Marxist takeover, a California judge ruled that John Eastman, should be disbarred for his efforts in challenging the controversial 2020 election. Yeah, they want to silence your vote. You know your vote didn't matter. It got tossed. Yeah. You know that so many more people voted for the former president than they voted for this ass that's in office right now. No, see, I would have had to beep it if I said the word hole. So, yeah, I didn't curse. I just said the truth. He's an ass. Breaking news, though, in Pennsylvania, a court just ruled that undated ballots cannot be counted in Pennsylvania elections. Yeah, undated. That means you can't use it twice. Yeah. What is it? What's AI better known in the sci-fi world? Yeah. What is it? Skynet. Yeah. You wait. Also, liberal court of Federal Appeals Court rejected the invasion claims it issues new block on Texas's immigration law that gives police power to arrest. Dude, when the government fails, you step up and you tell the federal court to go itself. We're arresting them anyway. Texas is an independent state. Although it has joined the union like every other state, the 10th Amendment says the state has the rights, not the federal government. The job of the federal government is to protect the states and the union, and it's failed. It's not doing it. Thus, it falls to the state. Arrest all the bugs. Send them back. Mexico said they don't want them. Dude, they came from your ass. Put a big fence out there and a funnel and start pushing them, you know, or leave the other side open, you know, and tear down that side, but put a round fence on this side with a door that goes one way. You don't feed them. You don't do shit with them. Put them in that section. They'll go home. When you want to eat, you go home. You know, I came all the way here for a better life. What kind of life you going to have? You can live off my tax dollars? Oh, they just grabbed my screen. It moved. Oh, this is so fun. Oh, my gosh. They really like what I'm saying. The NTSB says the Dalai Lala ship, black box, has no CCTV footage at all. The sensors and everything was cut off and turned back on. Voice recorder disrupted in the background noise. Yeah. I'm going to say it. It was the Russians that did it, not the Chinese. It was the Russians. Look, they said you're going to mess with us, we're going to mess with you. Yeah, this and more on the Tavern Report, where you find out whether or not they're lying to you. Yeah, that'll start here April 1st. A couple of days. Am I ready? I can't wait to get the resident sci-fi dude telling us all about the secrets that are in film regarding what's happening in the world around us. Yeah. I'm going to pick his brain. I'm going to pull it out. He's going to give it freely. He says the hackers can do this anywhere now. People are panicking about it. AI over North America, where you have bridge piers in the water. They know that there's over 200 bridges that need to be redone. This was one of them. Yeah. It's a scam. Oh, we can't take it down. It costs some money. Let's blow it up. I can't do that because people will see. Let's run a boat into it. Oh, well, that might work. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. New Jersey Democrat councilwoman posts a meme that calls Easter eggs aborted chicken babies that are painted in drag. What the frack? Some people are out there. People, no, they can't stop on a dime, buddy. That's why, speed kills, man. You know that. You've been on a boat plenty. I think a lot of us was. I think they said that it had 2 tugboats with it, and the first left the port, but once it turned in the middle channel, tugboats left. I know, right? Yeah. And then the other story is, they were having engine problems and it was being worked on. Well, why don't you fix the engine problems before you put it out to sea or in the fish, the lane? And there were 2 pylons before, right? Warning, don't go on this side or don't go on that side, but stay in the middle. They passed those things and then ran into the damn pier. Yeah. And the cross current really moved it. You're right. Jeez. I can't believe any of that crap. Sorry, Patrick, if you think it's, your mama thinks it's too foul, but I got to tell the truth. I think this whole thing smells nasty. I said nasty. U.S. government is confirming that China compromised U.S. infrastructure via cyber attacks, including transportation. On March 24th, major U.S. bridge collapses after runway cargo ship takes out the bridge support. How does that work? How does that freaking work? On February 24th, the U.S. confirmed that China compromised U.S. infrastructure via cyber attacks, including transportation. Now, on March 24th, a major bridge is taken out. Do you think it's the Chinese? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. The DC Drano. Government confirmed China did that. CISA and its U.S. government partners have confirmed that the group of PRC state-sponsored cyber actors has compromised entities across multiple critical infrastructure sectors in cyberspace, including communications, energy, transportation, and water and wastewater in the U.S. Well, I guess we're not going to have electricity because we don't put the poop down in the ground anymore because the Chinese want it. Well, why don't we just send them poop rather than gold? I'm up for that, man. Send them all our poop. Hey, China, you want some? Here you go. Hershey squirts and all. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's see here. Let's see if I can pick that up for you. If you want to, he's on X. The thing is DC_Drano, and there's the. If you want to see that, I think that's all of it. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, it works. All right, so there's DC Drano right there. So we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's just terrible. Just friggin' terrible. Judge McAfee now orders an immediate review of the Trump RICO co-defendant appeal, arguing Fani Willis overstepped her authority. And she just sits there smug as a bug in a rug. She says she's going to do what she's going to do, and you can't do anything about it. Yeah. I think you look at the case and see if there's any RICO case there. There's not. You know? Oh. And another fag wins the women's lifting title. Oh, I'm a fag, so I can lift stronger than the women can. Yeah. I know a lot of women, or I've seen a lot of women better than this piece of POS. Why can't we just let women be women? I love women. I love them being just the way they are. And hey, I'm not saying their minds. I mean, I do not understand their minds. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm an expert at them. But I love women. I don't love men. I mean, that's just not the way I swing, buddy. And if you're a transgender, I don't know what the fuck you are. Oops. All right. Sorry, I couldn't catch that one. Well, here in Arizona, some wackadoodle decides to get in a gun battle with the police and they gun his ass down. Yeah. Here in Scottsdale, in a busy intersection, they smoked him. Right? And today, President Trump will attend a New York PD officer's dealer's wake. Biden's going to attend a fundraiser in New York instead. Yay! Yeah. Fallen hero in Queens South community. Yeah. Michael Avenatti was reported to have Michael Cohen was banging Stormy Daniels. It wasn't the president, it was Michael Cohen. She was so drugged up she didn't know who she was getting banged by. Oh my gosh. It just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Yeah. Oh, Stormy the porn star. You know, once a good-looking woman, but a poor decision in life. And Michael Cohen is the lawyer for the former president, and oh my gosh, cooked up a hush money scheme to extort money from Trump before the 2016 election. Yeah. Yep. They manipulated. The truth is coming out, baby. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, Alabama's. Come on, Alabamas. Come on, Bama. You got to get it straight. A Democrat who campaigned on access to IVF flips Republican state House seat in a special election. Well, maybe the guy running wasn't all that good, or he waited and yeah. Well, and the big ship that ran into that bridge, it was carrying almost 2 million gallons of fuel, and 60 or so containers of hazardous materials. Containers. All right, get that. Are we talking 50-gallon drums, or are we talking containers? Almost 60 of them were hazardous materials, and they ran it. What do you think they were doing? Somebody's plan didn't work out, did it? Nope. Yeah. Crazy what's happening out there, man. Crazy. Yeah, well, you know. Kids today. Pilots meeting got to go. Everyone stay safe. All right, sis. Hey, beware, there's going to be a lot of wind if you're going to come down this way. There's going to be a lot of wind and rain. Probably still do it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you to some extent there, Snowman. But where would the cross current come from? That's all I'm saying. And for it to turn that fast, that's all. I think it was on purpose. Just me, I'm a conspiracy guy, right? Not really. I'm just telling you what the news is and, commenting about it. But, yeah. Gotta love, my late girl, Mrs. Montana. Yeah. I always get mixed up with the M's. Yeah. Yeah, well, it is what it is. All right. Well, in solar weather, the wind is only at 421 now. And there's no protons flying. We had an M1 and an M7 the last 24 hours. Shortwave radio blocked out. Blocked out. I said it again. Blocked out in an impressive M7 class solar flare from the giant sunspot 3615, ionized the top of Earth's atmosphere and caused a shortwave radio blackout over the Indian Ocean again last night. On March 28 at 0629 UT, mariners and ham radio operators may have noticed loss of signal at frequencies below 20 megahertz, as much and as long as 30 minutes. Wow. Yeah, it took 30 minutes for it to peak, right? The British Astronomical Association, BA, reported that the cryovolcanic eruption on the comet 29P happened again. On March 24, the comet suddenly brightened 15-fold and a sunlit vent opened, spewing Cairo magma into space. Yeah, somebody's got to find a sucker, man. I really think it's an alien spaceship. All right. Uh-huh. Buck Rogers. Anyway. Oh, my gosh. Dissolved gases as N2 and carbon dioxide. So a mixture of liquid hydrocarbons, dust, and dissolved gases such as N2 and CO. Yeah, nitrogen, carbon. Yeah, there you go. The latest outburst was a relatively big one. And stuck a stroke of luck, Mark Phillips of the Astronomical Society of Edinburgh was observing the comet when the outburst occurred. He went, wow. His prompt photometry captured the early stages of the event, resulting in an unusually complete lit curve. Yeah. It is a special little doohickey here. I'll show you here. This is their graph, so bear with me. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Radius photometric aperture. Yeah. Julia date down there on the bottom. Oh, you don't even see that, but hey, you don't need to. Yeah, they're watching it all. They're watching all. Yeah, they're watching, just like everybody else is watching. They're listening too. KP index is really quiet. It's 2.3. There's no significant coronal holes to give us a lot of wind, so that wind that we're getting, it'll die off. And still 2349 potentially hazardous asteroids, and today being the 28th, there's 1, 2, 3 rocks. All of them are pretty far out, and they're what date? 28. All right. 60 feet across, 75 feet, and 90 feet. All of those are 3,000 or 3 million miles in away, so they're not near us. There is a 75% chance for a Class M flare today and 25% for an X. And looking at the deal here, we're almost an M. Oh, wait, we're M right now. We're having an M. Oh, my God. Oh, we're having an M right now. Can you see it? M. Right there. Pretty good little M right now. It's saying an M6, but I'm looking for the orange. The orange is the one I watch. Yeah. That's where we're at right now. We're in the middle of an M. Are we going to reach an X? Let's see. Look at the 6-hour mark. Nope. Peeking out. Peeking out at a 6. Yep. But we'll find out what it is. Here, I got one more looky. Twiggy or something like that. The BZ is down at -3.9, so it's nothing big deal. Right now the last 2 hours was this. I know we're having an M right now, so solar flares. Yeah, we're in the M right now, but I'm going to zoom in over here. Well, they don't have it. You can see right now it looks like an M101. That's not an M101 on the red, but the orange is the one we watch, and it's missing. Maybe I'll refresh. Yeah, I can't see it here. But it could be upwards of an M6, so right on. We're watching. We had a G1 yesterday. Can you believe that? All right. Dun 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 dun. M13 current value as of a few minutes ago. 99% chance for solar flares in a C range. M's 75 and then X is 25. I think this, I don't know. I can't really see it. It's still on the rise here, so close that. Yeah. Watching the old president, whatever. 10% chance for a geometric storm, 15% for the highs, and 20% for the lows over the next 24 hours. We're not looking for those. Okay, look at LASCO here. LASCO here, LASCO C2, little tighter view. Watching to see if anything pumps free. There's some little gooey out here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little gooey out here, right where the big flare giver is, like right there on the disk. Let's look at this one here. Yeah, because it's away. It's not directly at us anymore, so it's off to the right, and it's still being pissed off. So, all right, I don't see anything. Current value M6, 2 hour max 614. All right. Oh, you got the M6. You got it at M6. All right, I called it. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It was an M6. Yep, peaked out right there. M is 614. Yep, 614 is what you got too. All right, cool. All right. Just happened to walk up on that one. Let's look at the tremors, baby. You have tremors? I don't know. That's 0. They didn't report any tremors yesterday. Right. How about the buoys? Any drunk Chinamen out there? Yeah, I don't see them. Nope, they changed their signals. I tell you, that's so funny, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, and the Pacific Ocean doesn't know what it wants to do. I watched the report here over the weekend, and although La Nina is out there, the transition is there too, and it's still looking like a strong El Nino is happening right now. So it's the water's cooling down off Ecuador, but yeah, this date in history, and my boy is telling me, my boy 42 is in the house. March 28th, an 8.6 happened in northern Sumatra in 2005. It's such a danger. It killed 1,000 people at least. 300 were injured. 300 buildings were destroyed. In Nias, 100 people killed and many injured, and several buildings damaged in Siminalulu. 200 people killed in Kapulan Banyak. 3 people killed. 40 injured and damage in the Mulubo area, Sumatra. 3-meter tsunami damaged airport on Similulu. Tsunami run-up heights as high as 2 meters were observed on the west coast of Nias, and 1 meter in Singil and Malubo, Sumatra. At least 10 people were killed during the evacuation of the coast of Sri Lanka. Can you imagine? Right? 3 meters. All right, it's not 3 feet. It's 9 feet. One wave comes in, another wave comes in, another wave comes in, another wave comes in, and it builds up. Just the water just keeps coming. And with the current, you can't swim in that current. Nope. And if you don't hold on to something, it takes your ass back out to sea. Yeah. A lot of people died on this day in history, March 28th, 2005. Well, in 1970, Western Turkey had a 6.9. Yeah, Western Turkey, over here. Just northeast of Izmir and southeast of Bursa. And just due south of Istanbul. And Istanbul rocked and rolled. Yep. 1,000 people were killed in the deadliest earthquake. One of the world's deadliest. More than 12,000 houses were destroyed and several damaged in Gedez Emet area of Kütahya province. Kütahya. What the hey? Kütahya. Over 50% of the buildings were damaged. 53 villages in the area were wiped out. A large amount of the damage was caused by landslides and fires triggered by earthquake. Yeah. Some damage occurred in Bursa and Yavalava, yet felt in Ankara, Istanbul, Izmir, and as far east as Izrakan. All right. Erzincan. There you go. It can also be felt by Chios or Chios and Lesbos, Greece. Strong aftershocks caused, or it could be Lesbois in French, right? Strong aftershocks caused considerable additional damages. Crazy, man. Total of 61 kilometers, 38 miles of predominantly normal vertical extensional or pole apart faulting was observed in several zones. Extensional. That means it pulled apart. It would, everything fell in. Several zones in the Gedez area were a maximum offset of 9 feet on the Ayakazayazi fault. Ayaki Kayak fault. All right. Ayaki Kayak fault with an S in there. You figure it out. A large part of the fault displacements may be due to creep after the earthquake rather than the earthquake itself. Numerous landslides and changes in thermal springs occurred in the epicentral area. Yeah, a lot of them lost their water. Yeah, they did. 1965 on this date, near the west coast of central Chile, a 7-1. About 400 people were killed, missing. Yeah, it took them out to sea. 350 were injured, extensive property damage and reported throughout the area. The mini mining village of El Cobre completely disappeared after the aftershock. A 230-foot dam cascading 200 million tons of water and mud into the town. There were extensive damage to bridges, roads, and public utilities, and structural damage to thousands of buildings in Santiago and Valparaiso. At Lele, almost every building was heavily damaged by the earthquake, ensuing fires. Several other towns north of Santiago reported extensive property damage. That's from a 7.1. In 1964, on this day in history in Prince William Sound, that's right, a 9.2 happened up in Alaska. The Great Earthquake and ensuing tsunami took 128 lives. Tsunami 113, the earthquake 15, so they think, and caused about $311 million in property loss. Yeah. But That's what they're saying now. I got to call BS on that. Yeah. A 9.2. It's southeast of Anchorage in the Prince William Sound. That 9.2. That is massive. Massive quake. I think I think it's like 40, or is it 100 sevens, right? It's 10 sevens to get to an 8. It's 100 sevens to get to a 9. So think about the intensity of a 9.2. That's bizarro. Well, in 1964 also, near Merriam, Nebraska, we had a 5.1 as well. One of the largest historical quakes in Nebraska. Many cracks formed in roadways and south of Merriam, as steep slopes slumped into the Niobrara River. Merchandise and stores were broken, dishes and broken, stucco under windows cracked. At Alliance, about 135 kilometers southwest of Merriam, part of a chimney collapsed, all right, on a house. About 35 kilometers southwest of Merriam, plaster fell on the wall as felt in Montana, South Dakota, and Wyoming. So they felt that one. That one happened on this date, the same date, 1964, as the Alaskan quake. What do you think happened there? Did the Alaskan quake, is there a connection between Prince William Sound and Nebraska? I wonder. They happen along the same one. Can you draw a line between the two and say, I wonder. I wonder who wrote the book. Hit the north end of South America and Florida directly. All right, let's look at it. Yeah, baby. Anyway, boys with toys. We've always been playing with toys since we were born. I'll let it go. Anyway. Oh, Africa getting zapped a little bit here. Oh. Yeah. That plate boundary. We had an earthquake in the mid-Atlantic, northern mid-Atlantic ridge today too, so right. It's irradiating the planet right now. And here it comes. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. All the Atlantic gets walloped. Yep. And here, it ain't done yet. There it is. Whoa. East Coast. All the way to Texas. All the way to the Great Lakes. And east. Got zapped. All of the Caribbean. We'll see that again. Look at that. If you're French, you know. He. No. Yeah, every day you write the book. Yeah, well, it's written with all the deeds you've done. And I've got volumes of the crap I've done. You know, that's why I start to love everybody. Because maybe if I love everybody, I get in, right? Yeah. Well, anyway. Volcano news. In the volcano news today, March 28, 2024, according to Volcano Discovery, Santa Guido, Fuego, Popo, Barren Island, Simiru, Morapi, Mi happy Morapi, Rick James and Sangay. Evaco. Hey, it's not even that list, Evaco. Come on. Evaco up there in Kamchatka. 10,000 feet. Yeah. It's normal when it pops. So we know there's some activity of the Pacific Ocean diving down underneath. Yeah, creating that crap. Nevada del Ruiz there in Colombia. It's 17 and change going to 20. Not much out there. Popo, hey, a little stronger. 17 going to 22. Morapi. 96 going to 13. Right? And people were looking and watching. And they, oh, Mr. Bill. Morapi on Sumatra. Yeah, you can see it. There's the picture in the nighttime. Way up in the air. There's no weather. It's like, whoa. Short, violent proxim episode last night again. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Rick James volcano update. Eruption persists from 3 primary craters. Yeah, and you can see the magma coming down this way, coming down. Wow. Build that wall. Build that wall. You need to build it up, son. Oh, man, I'll tell you. You can see the magma moving here and down in here. Here, open up the link. Here we go. See if I can get the picture to blow up on you. There you go. Here's the 3 things which we know, right? And it's going following itself, right? Here's the wall they made, which is a pretty good wall. They did a good job. And over here too, they started getting around it. They made some more walls. I don't know where they're going to get the material, but yeah. And this is just a little bitty crack, and it's making all this mess. Can you imagine having 150 of these cracks open up at the same time? Yeah, maybe we get the 3 mile high chocolate cake over 50 million years or 50,000. How are they determining it? It's 3 events last I heard, maybe 7 events. Yeah, we'll see. Well, all right. So Sangay volcano over there in Ecuador. Remember, off the island on the Galapagos, that's still erupting, and Sangay is there too. Sangay is I want to say it's 17. Yeah, 17. Going to 19. So just a little in the wind. And Fuego volcano, 16. Normal Fuego's 15, but there must be no weather there happening. Barren Island volcano, ash advisory at 8,000. Now this is I don't know where this one, Barren Island. Batang, Andaman, oh no. Yeah, right out here, the Andaman Sea. The reason I say that is because right out here was that Christmas tsunami and earthquake. Anytime the Andaman Islands are waking up, Barren Island, 8,000 foot. It's 1,100 foot island. So our volcano, stratovolcano in the Indian Ocean. It's more not the Indian Ocean, but anyway. Yeah. Barren Island, showing some goof. Semeru going to 14. It's at 12,000 right there on Java, just south of Barren Island. By 1,000 miles. But Atcut volcano, the Aleutian Islands, our alert level is raised to yellow following a minor explosion yesterday. Boom! You can see a little bit of smoke up here. It fart dust in the wind. Atcut volcano. Yeah, over there by the rat's butt. Yep. And are we going to see more up there? Good chance. Sabancaya volcano. Nothing much in the armpit of South America. Santa Guido. Santa Guido is 50 miles north of Fuego. Just sporadic stuff. Popo there, just south of Mexico City at 21 from 17. So maybe 4. Morapi. Going to 13 from 97. Not a whole lot. Ebico, yeah. Every time they explode, they tell us, all right? So 11,000. And I think it's like an 80 something. No, it's 37. All right. Ebico's 37. Oh! Winner, chicken dinner. Ebico pops off. Unless Ibu wants to have fun again. I know Ibu is erupting, so, whatever. They're not doing a thing about it. Hey. All right, let's look at the MSC, see what's new happening in earthquakes. We looked at the today in earthquakes and the buoys and the solar flares and all of that and X-rays. Let's check it out. Yep, they did call it. Yeah, 6.14 is what I'm seeing. Alrighty then. Last 12 hours. Yeah. Is there any patterns here? I think it's all more in the north. When the northern BZ was in the north a little bit here. Yeah, a little bit. It stayed southern mostly. All right. We're in the north right now, so we'll be watching in the north. Yeah. After that Zapparini right here. Yeah. All right. So anything above a 4 we'll watch unless something pops out. Oklahoma had a 3. 3.7 a Honshu, Japan. 4.0 Oaxaca. Yeah, 2 hours ago. Greece is still doing its thing. Northern Mid-Atlantic Ridge had a 4.8. And I know it's on the USGS. Right here. 4.8 Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Origins, magnitudes. Body says 4.8. It's a 5.3. 5.3. 5.4. 5.3. It's a 5.3, man. Yeah, it's a 5.3. Freaking. Anyway. 4.0 Central Peru. Central Peru is just, it seems to be a little busy, doesn't it? Just watched the Iceland update. Aska Volcano 2 yesterday after Aska Blue, 1875, Virginia, Colombia, Venezuela border, Mexico had big quakes. Yeah, sir. Yeah, sure. We don't need Aska to blow up. Alrighty then. As I drink a couple of coffees, sorry you hear me. 4.2 off the coast of Chiapas, Mexico. So we got 4 power off the coast of Mexico, 4 power down in Peru. Yeah, and 5 power up in southern Oregon. What's in the middle? 42's in the middle. Jamas. Let's see here. 4.9 Central Peru. See there? 5 power down there. Oh, in 1875, it blew up in March 28 and 29. So this day in history, in 1875, Askja blew up. Yeah. 1875. 5.1 in Hindu Kush region. Somebody's blowing up the pot plants and the poppy plants. Stands are arguing a little bit. Seven hours out. I'm seeing a bunch of smallies. 3.9 off of Oaxaca. Oaxaca, and they're back to the 4 range now. Chiapas 2. 4.9 Southern Java, Indonesia. All right. Southern Java. Yeah, I think these are the big planes coming in for to be staged. These are the you can hear it in the background. I can hear it. They're big, giant water droppers for fires. So they're getting them all warmed up, tuned up. 4.9 and Babang Puro, Indonesia. 4.9 right there. Yeah. So the volcano is popping up here. Yeah. All right. And yeah, 4.9 South Java. 4.6 Seram Sea, Indonesia. Seram Sea. Malacca, Celeb. Right. Savu, Timor, Banda, Java. Here's the Seram. And there's the earthquake. 4.6. Right? Remember the 7 we had over here? Right? And the whole world's got to respond to it. 4.4 and 4 and 4 for finger. Well, anyway, Tonga 4.4 right there, and then down in Fiji had a 5 and 468 looking for near 6. Nah, I would say 5.5 local, 1,000 miles shallow, but more than likely it'll end up with a 4 something. And it might have been that one already. I don't know which is which. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken. So that's a response from here. 4.4. Yep. We still might get another one over here at Vanuatu, or down here in New Zealand. Get a mid 4, or low to mid 4. Nides region, Indonesia, 11 hours ago. 4.2. Right up here. All right. So that volcano is well north, and this is the Nides region. And the Nides region is this day in history. Remember that? Yeah. Right there. There's the big volcano, too. You don't want to mess with that one right there. Nope. Yep. We'll see here. Nides region. USGS doesn't have it. Right. Typical. Yeah. But we have Merapi that's erupting up here as well. And let me zoom back out. Toba volcano right there. Don't want that to happen. Nope. But anyway, that's the last 12 hours. Going about 5.2 northern Peru, 12 and a half hours ago. Northern Peru. Yep. .1. There you go. A couple of big ones, 5.1s in central Peru. And the northern Peru is up here. So, anyway, that covers that. Interesting to see what's going on weather-wise. A lot of cold air coming into the west. Very, very, very bad natural color. There you go. How about some dirty? Tell me where the water is. The water's right here, everybody. I'm at the very bottom of it. But Montana is getting it. Colorado's getting it. Utah's getting it. Wyoming's getting it. North Dakota, South Dakota, you may be getting it. We'll see here. Yeah. Cold blast coming out, but it's going east. Very, very cold through the Dakotas. And I don't know if this rain's going to turn to snow. If it does, it's not going to be a whole lot, because it's dissipating. As soon as it hits central North Dakota, it just dissipates. All right, let's find out where the hell the center of this monster is. There it is, offshore. It's a little bit on the northern side, but it's being fed by all this down here. A lot of moisture in the air. Rain's moving down to south. It's drying up. We have rain coming in on the Saturday through Monday. So high winds, cold air. It's an Alaska storm. What do you expect? Yeah. Southern Cal looks okay. Looks like it might get a little bit of that warm air and water coming out of the sky. You know, looks like Southern Cal is going to get some of that. I don't know what their deal is, but yeah, this El Nino's been pretty steady, bringing in a lot of weather to the west, which has been burnt for what, 4 straight years, being torched. There's another storm way up here now, and it's just hanging out up there. And the trade winds have a trough, and that trough is where it creates these storms. So that's what you want to see. Here's another trough back here that might create a little storm right there, and it looks like it's trying. Yeah. And then that will be our next storm here. The troughs create, so when the trade winds, here, let me do it like this. When the trade winds are like flat, the storms kind of go north, if there is a storm. But if there's a trough, another trough, then what happens is it spins and has the potential to create storms. And that's where these storms come. And this happens way up in the stratosphere. So, I'm talking, 40K and up. So what happens is that wind starts to turn, and it goes all the way down, and then it creates these troughs. I'm learning a little bit, more and more. And so being able to watch what goes on here. Now, the old Canuck got walloped pretty good there. Look at the East Coast. What the heck? There we go. Oh, somebody's messing with it. Uh-oh. I'm going to get off there real quick. I'll go to the south one. I shouldn't have seen what I was seeing, right? Yeah. It's not going to stop your camping? Oh, it's okay. Where are you going to go camping, sis? Yeah. Yep, guy's taking his dogs out to take a crap out in the desert. The dogs all scream, please, let's let us go. He's an old guy. I don't care. Go crap in the desert. I'm going to the lake. You didn't tell me which lake. Florida's catching some pretty strong weather. Southern Florida. Yeah. Yeah, the Pineapple Express is hitting Southern Cal. Well, San Diego anyway. Yeah, and Baja, California. Lopez Lake. Yeah. Lopez. All right, what else we got in store here? The big fires, right? checking out the fires right now. Well, let's do the 7 days. Concentration of fires here on the east, definitely from Minnesota all the way to Monterrey, Mexico. A band from Chicago down to Louisiana, and not much on the backside. So if we just did 24 hours, you still see a concentration here in Kansas, and a little bit up in fires up in Arkansas. Yeah, and they're over by the guys, so they're not gonna like that. Yeah, here's one. Yeah, Mount Magazine. You've heard that one before. Fires and fires. Yeah. Well, I was just blowing shit up, and it started a fire, but I didn't know it. All right, Bubba. Go to jail. We did have another 3.1 of Petrolia. Yeah. After the 5 that happened up here, and a bunch of 4s right here, and 5 in here. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Look at that other video. Yeah. Speaking of which, the other video, right? Anyway, let's see here. Here we go. Hi, I'm Joe of the Joe Slick Live Show. My interactive live show is on twitch.tv/Joe Slick Live. Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and occasionally in the evenings at 7. During the live show, I review and talk about reports from government, private, and other reporting agencies and websites regarding celestial and terrestrial phenomena. Topics will include solar flares, sunspots, geomatic storms, and near-Earth asteroids and comets that are being monitored around the world. Included in the report is current events in the last 12 to 24 hours here on Earth, consisting of volcanic, seismic, and weather events. I close the morning report off with what's happening in the local and world news. Thank you, and you can be a part of the morning report by going to twitch.tv/Joe Slick Live. Look forward to seeing you there, and remember, don't get none on you.